Creamer Media's Engineering News and Mining Weekly is interviewing Dani Pretorius, the CEO of Master Drilling, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange listed company with proudly South African technical ability. Hi, Dani, it's great to chat to you once again. Firstly, what should be the big takeaway from your 2024 financial results published this morning?
I think the two financial indicators, KPIs, that really stands out for the supporting period is one, the profitability of the business, which obviously was a function of the throughput efficiencies of the operational teams. And I think the guys really in the group had a good run. South America, a bit on the naughty side, but overall, I think an excellent performance by the operational teams worldwide. The second one, probably at the balance sheet. You know, for a company this size to increase the dividend to just about 23% on the back of last year and amounts to nearly 100 million rand, 5 times cover, and not getting the balance sheet, very important. I think that goes without saying. So I think overall, financially, a pretty good run in 24.
And is the transition to the green economy still a big driver of business for Master Drilling?
Martin, there's quite a few initiatives that we're busy with in that space. And I think top of mind is obviously the ARM project, the reef cutting project that we're busy with. You must remember, if we talk about green energy, the green economy, if we can successfully roll out that reef cutting project, we can probably, in theory, halve the production, the waste development of a mine. Typically, a 600,000 ton mine could well become a 300,000 ton mine with the same ounces produced. So I think, you know, the downstream upside in terms of your plant size, energy consumption, the crusher energy input, and. I think the sum total of that goes without saying. So I really think some of the initiatives, of which this one probably number one. Number two is the blade cutting, the PDC blade cutting project, probably the most effective mining tool that we've developed. It's currently available in the industry, and we're about to commission that in the industry as well. So yes, Martin, I think there's two specific projects which can really move the needle in this space.
And you know, they're hoping that you will fast track access to ore bodies for African rainbow minerals. They mentioned it at the recent presentation. Do you think you'll be able to do this significantly?
Martin, two important points to take, or two takeaways from the interview we had earlier on with Patrice and his team. The one is, yes, the blind shaft boring project, I think we got down to 50 meters now, first ever in the world, where we actually drill in 350 MPa rock down to 50 meters and to try and test some of the systems, being the cleaning system, the way the reamer and the machine would behave. So I think we're on short finals to probably give the next step and hopefully in the medium term to commercialize that machine. Typically, what would it mean for the industry? We could probably drill a shaft down to depth in half the time. And I think there's a number of projects currently in the world which could not pass those financial hurdles just as a function of timing. So I really think, you know, in the medium term, we should be well positioned to help the industry to get down to some of those ore bodies that was not accessible in the past.
And I just want to swing to element 6. How is novel diamond-enabled cutting technology increasing tunneling development speed? And tell us about your partnership with Element 6.
So Martin, yeah, we've joined up with Element 6 to help us with the R&D and development for this PDC blade cutting project to see, you know, obviously the mix of carbide and what we can probably add from their learnings in the mechanical cutting space. And that's pretty much the joint venture and the agreement we have with Element 6 to help us with the development going forward to optimize cutter consumption and obviously, which is our top cost driver if you talk about mechanical cutting.
And how is Master Drilling's digitizer, A&R engineering and mining supplies coping with demand?
Martin, this is a very dynamic industry. It's been driven by legislation worldwide. And as you probably saw in the news from time to time, you know, every month, you know, every quarter, pretty much new legislation has been passed to increase the safety performance of mines or to force the miners to work safer. And I really think, you know, what A&R is doing in the safety space is probably underestimated. Maybe a step back. You must remember that about 50% of all mining fatalities and injuries today stems from either winch operations and or mobile equipment, including locust and an end. And I think A&R deals head on with those two. And I really think, these guys have been flying below the radar for some time. And I think there's a lot of credit due to these guys for what they've been doing in the last decade. But another step back, maybe on the A&R company itself. When we did the acquisition, the idea was to internationalize this business, to take them abroad. It was only a South African-based company, and I'm pleased to say today that we've moved these guys out to Mexico. Just done a small acquisition in Chile. So we hope in the short, medium term to have more of a global footprint, and for them to leverage the Master Drilling footprint internationally.
Yeah, so talking internationally, to what extent has Master Drilling been assisted by geographic diversification, particularly in 2024?
Martin, this is one of the key strategic pillars of the business. It's in good state for the past 40 years, and not only geographic expansion, also client-based, commodity-based. So diversification for the group is a key pillar of the strategy and fundamental to the growth, and probably one of the main reasons why we've managed to grow the company for the past 40 years to where it is today.
And finally, Donnie, what are the priorities of Master Drilling as it goes forward?
Martin, I think there's no doubt to commercialize some of these projects that we've mentioned, whether it's the shaft drilling project, as alluded to, the reef cutting project with ARM, the PDC cutting project, a project for the MTB. I think the bottom line is the sum total of the above is to mechanize mining operation and to move away from an explosive-driven type of operation. That's our key focus, to try and make that difference in the industry.
That was Creamer Media's Engineering News and Mining Weekly, speaking to Donnie Pretorius, the CEO of Master Drilling, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange listed company, which is active in close to 30 countries.